I've come to understand something I should have realized long ago, that becoming the man I aspire to be requires far more than strength. It demands integrity, emotional depth, and the courage to be transparent. It asks for decisiveness rooted in truth, and above all, a willingness to be vulnerable. Not occasionally, not when it's convenient, but consistently, even when it terrifies me. For much of my life, I lived in the shadow of fear, convincing myself I could handle everything on my own. I tried to be the man who never needed help, never showed weakness, never asked for understanding. But that false strength only left me isolated. I built walls instead of bridges. And when you came into my life, I was too rigid, too rooted in my old patterns to realize what I truly needed to offer you. What you needed from me wasn't perfection. It wasn't control. It was openness. It was truth. It was vulnerability. And I didn't know how to give it. Looking back, I see how my fears ran the show, how they drove me to withhold my emotions, to pull away just when you were reaching for me. I allowed insecurity to create distance between us when what we needed most was closeness. I see now that I should have leaned in. That I should have met your love with gratitude instead of resistance. That I should have honored your softness by being brave enough to show you mine. And for that, I am sorry. This journey, my journey, has humbled me. The man I was could not offer the safe space you deserved. But I'm not that man anymore. I've learned that real relationships, the kind that last, are built not on the illusion of control, but on mutual vulnerability. I've learned that true love begins where the mask ends. So now I choose differently. I choose to build something stronger, something sacred. A space where you feel safe, valued, and understood. A space where honesty breathes freely and love is no longer withheld. I know I should have said all of this sooner. I know my silence complicated everything. And I can't undo the weight of the confusion I caused. But I'm speaking now because I've finally found the courage to face it. To take responsibility. To say aloud what my heart has known all along: you are irreplaceable. And still, there's this wall between us. A wall I built with my silence, with my pride, with my fear. I feel it. I see it. And I hate that it stands where love should have flourished. But I am no longer afraid of facing that wall. I want to tear it down. Brick by brick. Truth by truth. I want to meet you there, on the other side, in a space of mutual understanding and connection. There's something about watching you, how you carry yourself through life, how you move with quiet power and unshakable grace, that leaves me breathless. You remind me of a lone wolf, walking through life with both solitude and strength. You've mastered the art of survival and growth, and your independence both inspires and intimidates me. You are resolute. You are radiant. And you are far ahead on this journey than I ever was. But instead of letting that shame me, I've let it move me. I've let it call me higher. Your journey has become a beacon, illuminating my path and pushing me to see what's possible when we stop running from love and start walking toward it. Because the truth is, no matter how far I tried to stray, the gravitational pull toward you has never weakened. It's only grown stronger. I've awakened to something I once refused to believe. I am worthy of love. Of your love. That understanding changed everything. It gave me the courage to examine the emotional barriers I built and to begin dismantling them. It gave me the strength to confront the parts of me I used to hide. And it gave me the clarity to see that your presence in my life wasn't just healing, it was sacred. In your absence, I felt the loss of your touch like a phantom limb. It's not just physical, it's emotional, spiritual. You were the one who nurtured me, who believed in me, who offered love that felt like home. Without you, there's a void nothing else can fill. Your tenderness was never weak, it was transformative. And I feel the absence of that warmth every single day. But now I'm done hiding. I can't wear the mask anymore. I won't pretend I don't feel what I feel. There is no more pretending you don't matter. You do. You always have. This is my truth, I love you. Deeply. Fully. Without conditions. And I am ready, finally ready, to show you all the parts of me I once kept hidden. To offer the kind of love that stands tall, not in perfection, but in authenticity. I'm not claiming to be everything you deserve yet, but I am becoming him. One step at a time. And yes, this love still exists within a landscape of challenges. I'm aware of the mistakes I've made and the distance they've caused. I know rebuilding trust won't happen overnight. I know that your heart is cautious now, and that it should be. But I also know that I'm not afraid anymore. Not afraid to feel. Not afraid to fall. Not afraid to fight for what matters. So I stand here, heart open, soul exposed. I no longer seek to control the outcome. I simply want to live in truth, with you, or with the memory of you, knowing I gave everything I had to this love. Because loving you has been my greatest transformation. And I will never again take it for granted. Amen.